In the world of anime, Goku being the strongest is nothing new, with Son Goku's strength setting the bar for every other anime character that precedes him, with there being multiple variations with each one's strength surpassing the last. But what happens when you combine all of these iterations' strength together to present a single warrior? With Son Goku's strength setting the bar, this version is the bar itself. So the question is, with everything we have, with everything on the table, how strong is Comp Goku? In the beginning of Dragon Ball age 749, we're introduced to a strange monkey boy named Son Goku who would embark on a journey that would change his life forever. Based upon Chinese mythology's fighting Buddha, with Goku having a tail, Nimbus Cloud, and Power Pole, this boy even from the beginning was far from normal, as he can chop wood with his bare hands, get shot in the face, and lift cars over his head, and of course, a mysterious tail. Goku is even shown one-shotting massive dinosaurs and bandits that can weigh dozens of tons and whose claws and head dwarf his entire body. With Goku deciding to hone his martial arts abilities, this is where he's introduced to Master Roshi, who can vaporize an entire mountain with a single Kamehameha, and later the entire moon, with Goku being able to stalemate this same Roshi in a 21st Budokai and replicate his Kamehameha that took him 50 years to master just by glancing at it once. After the tournament, Goku continues his quest to find the Dragon Balls to resurrect his friends, and this is where he runs into the Red Ribbon Army, a powerful military organization run by Commander Red. Goku's journey leads him through various encounters with the army's commanders, including the androids Blue, Silver, and White, with a final showdown at the Red Ribbon Army's headquarters, a fight between Goku and Commander Black, with Goku being able to react to lasers fired from Commander Black's battle jacket, with lasers being defined as a device that generates an intense beam of coherent monochromatic light. Goku emerges victorious, but this results in the destruction of the entire army itself. Well, almost. Later, after the army's defeat, Goku learns of a new threat, King Piccolo, with Goku battling the Demon King, who Roshi believes even if the entire Budokai tournament teamed up against him, they would still lose, with King Piccolo killing Shenron, a wish-granting dragon, with a single blast, with Shenron being able to perform crazy feats such as recreating the entire moon, with Goku seeing that the only way to win is to hone his martial arts to perfection. Goku lands to confront the Demon King, and this is going to be the end, with Goku showing off something we've never seen before, harnessing the power of a great ape into his base form, which is something we don't see until much later into Dragon Ball. And with one final scream, Goku runs his fist right through his chest. Goku returns 6 years later with strength beyond comprehension, as now Goku has to face Demon King Piccolo's son, Piccolo Jr., with Piccolo Jr., who was stated stronger than the original King Piccolo and was credited as being thousands of times stronger than everyone at the 23rd Budokai, including Kami put together. As Piccolo injures Goku to the point where he believes this attack should have atomized him to the point where Shenron could not return him back to life, while Goku, having a massive hole in his chest and barely being able to move, is able to defeat Junior with a headbutt and has power to defeat everyone on Earth easily, as Goku at the end of original Dragon Ball would be moon level and can move faster than light. 6 years have passed since the original Dragon Ball series, and Goku is now 24 years old and is married Chi-Chi and has a son of his own. Goku is currently the strongest fighter on Earth, with his son Gohan seemingly having a latent power dormant within him that's screaming to get out. Crash landing on Earth is a brand new opponent who's looking for someone named Kakarot, after Piccolo runs into this strange opponent, unleashing a full power attack right to his face, with the same Piccolo later casually blowing up the moon, but it's seen as nothing, as it only scorches his leg hair. Landing on Kami House's beach, this mysterious fighter reveals the truth. Son Goku isn't normal. He reveals that he's an alien from space, a low-class Saiyan warrior with the goal to destroy the entire Earth, and has lost his true strength when he lost his tail, and this mysterious fighter is revealed to be Goku's brother Raditz. Creating a temporary alliance with Piccolo to get this invader off their planet, landing on the battlefield ready to confront him stands the two strongest fighters on Earth with the goal to kill Goku's brother. Fighting Raditz at the exact same time, their attacks are seemingly useless, but that's when Gohan erupts with anger and is able to damage his uncle with a power level over 1300, as Raditz can easily take moon level attacks to the face and should be consistently faster than light. As Goku grabs Raditz's tail and holds him still for Piccolo's final attack that he was saving for Goku himself, piercing through Raditz's chest and Goku's as well. In his dying breath, Raditz informs Piccolo and Goku that there's two more powerful Saiyans that will arrive on Earth in 1 year. And with that, for the first time in Dragon Ball history, Goku has died. However, his story doesn't end here. We see that Goku's strength seemingly has no limit as he trains with King Kai in the afterlife to defend his world from the incoming invasion of the Saiyans. With Goku mastering the Kaioken and Spirit Bomb, Goku comes back to life with a new fire under his feet, releasing his energy. It's up to 6,000, 7,000. No.
It's over 8,000! 8,000!
Blitzing Nappa, shocking everyone, who Nappa himself completely bodied all of the Z fighters who have undergone a year's worth of intense training, with each of them being stronger than Raditz, with Krillin being one of the weakest one there, able to kill every single Cyberman with a single shot, with them each being just as strong as Raditz. Goku uses his Kaioken technique to paralyze Nappa, as Goku now is face to face with the Prince of all Saiyans. The battle begins and Goku begins to realize that his strength is on a completely different level. Even after amping his Kaioken up to a ×2 boost, with Kaioken boosting all of Goku's stats including his strength, speed, and perception, it's not enough. As Vegeta, even as a child, had power far above Raditz and his father King Vegeta before he can even understand the difference in their strength, with King Vegeta having a power level of 10,000 as he can obliterate 3 planets with the wave of his hand. As King Kai told Goku to never push his Kaioken past double, but to defeat the prince, he has to risk it. With this, Goku's able to completely overpower Vegeta at full power with a staggering power level of 24,000. Vegeta being humiliated that his noble blood was spilt in anger, promising to reduce Goku and the entire Earth into space dust. Charging up his Gallic gun, Goku is out of options, but he's got one more move left to show.
There's no way you can stop my Gallic gun! Prepare to join this filthy orb in oblivion!
With Goku completely depleted of energy, Vegeta touches down with unwavering fury, creating his own source of blood waves and an artificial moon, with Saiyans only needing 17 million Xenos to transform into the peak of their Saiyan race, becoming a great ape. With this, his power is amplified by 10, opening up to a power level of 180,000. This allows him to have enough strength to overwhelm Goku. However, with help from all of his friends and a final slash from Yajirobe, they're able to cut off Vegeta's tail, returning him back to normal. This means the only way to defeat Vegeta now is to use King Kai's trump card, collecting energy from all life on Earth, the trees, the grass, the animals, the people, all into one ball. Giving all of this energy to Krillin, he throws it at Vegeta, as Gohan is able to reflect the attack because he's pure of heart. But Vegeta still lives. But after all of this fighting, he's too damaged to continue and decides to retreat. But just as he's about to leave, Krillin is holding a sword over his head, and before he can deal the final blow,
Krillin, don't do it!
He shows him mercy, allowing Vegeta to leave because he wants to fight him again one day. But with knowledge of eternal life now being casted throughout the universe, a new enemy has come to claim it. with Vegeta getting bodied by all of the Ginyu Force, with each of the members having a power level over 40,000 aside from Guldo, who can stop time. The legend of the Super Saiyan dates back thousands of years in Saiyan history, as it foretells the appearance of a mighty warrior with unrivaled strength awakened by fury. Thought of as only a myth, but Vegeta believes it's his destiny to achieve it. As Goku touches down on Namek with 5 days of non-stop training, his power skyrocketing after every near-death experience, being so strong that he can one-shot all of the Ginyu Force members and drive the captain to madness, releasing a power Vegeta believes to be legendary. As Vegeta, Krillin, and Gohan's power grows, they're finally face-to-face with the Emperor of the Universe, with Frieza in his first form having a power level of 530,000, far surpassing all previous adversaries, as Frieza has enough power to destroy planet Vegeta with a single finger, with his planet having 10 times the normal gravity of Earth, with the detonation being calced to dwarf star level, as Frieza shows a transformation straight from hell, awakening up to a power level over 1 million in his second form that was credited to be able to destroy the entire universe, with his third having power from another dimension entirely. As Goku lands after recovering from his body swap with Ginyu, Vegeta is shot through the heart, as he cries and puts all of his faith into the low-class warrior. This battle will decide it. Son Goku versus Frieza. Goku takes on Frieza in his final form, with Goku and Frieza being so powerful at this point that Piccolo claims it's like two gods fighting with power beyond anything he believed possible, with Frieza having multiple statements claiming he could destroy the entire living world itself. As the gap between Goku and Frieza starts widening, Goku charges up a Spirit Bomb, collecting energy from the entire universe. After the Spirit Bomb connects, and Goku believes he's won, they look up to see death in the face. It's Frieza. With the Tyrant now picking off everyone one by one, Piccolo is shot down, and Krillin is lifted up. And that's when...
I think the brat should go next.
You ruthless, heartless bastard! I will make you suffer! Make you suffer!
And just like that, the legend is born once again.
What are you?
You haven't figured it out yet. Let's end this thing right here!
Son Goku
Right now!
is a Super Saiyan. Goku, with his newfound power, is able to completely overpower Frieza and ultimately defeat him, with even the destruction of Namek being seen outside of the galaxy. And to make it worse, he was just a monkey, right? Goku returns to Earth and is now confronted by a strange young man from the future who's also become a Super Saiyan, as Goku's even stronger than he was before, as Trunks can casually kill Mecha Frieza and King Cold, with Frieza now having the power to obliterate planet Namek 10 times over, with Goku deflecting his attacks with a single finger that can turn them to cold cuts. Training to fight the androids for 3 years, and after recovering from a heart virus, a newly assembled organism named Cell has emerged to lay waste to their time. However, hope still remains on the horizon. As Goku and Gohan emerge from intense training in the hyperbolic time chamber, their power levels reaching unimaginable heights. They stand ready to confront the embodiment of perfection, knowing that Cell's newfound abilities pose a threat not just to Earth, but the entire universe, as Cell was stated to give wake to an infinite and bottomless power that can be sensed by the Namekians who live across the universe. Goku, while unleashing only half of his power to Korn, is stated to be the strongest fighter on Earth by all of the Z fighters, and later even Cell himself. As Goku and Cell begin to fight, just their casual strong attacks are a threat to the entire planet. Goku is able to obliterate half of Cell's entire body off with a single Kamehameha, but like Vegeta, Cell regenerates and starts widening the gap between him and Goku, as the hope of the universe puts all of his faith into his son to finish where he failed, as Goku believes that Gohan's strength has now far surpassed his own, with Gohan believing that Goku was actually holding back against Cell as he was comparing his own strength to his father's, but Goku was going all out. Gohan tells Cell of his beastly power that awakens with his anger, as Gohan even as a child was able to defeat Garlic Jr., who can create hyperspaces in the dead zone, with hyperspaces being defined as surpassing the normal limitations of the natural universe, making it possibly fifth dimensional, as Gohan can fight the Emperor of the Universe at only 5 years old and shows greater potential to grow than any Saiyan in history. Sending Cell Jr.'s to attack his friends and family, Gohan is starting to lose control.
I feel it slipping.
And now it's time to show Cell.
And I won't watch this anymore!
What perfection really looks like.
It's unreal!
Erupting with anger is the strongest fighter in the universe, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, as Gohan completely bodies all of the Cell Juniors and even Cell himself, forcing Cell to have to obliterate the entire Earth in retaliation. Goku saves his son, but again, Cell is able to regenerate and comes back even stronger than he was before. Charging up the Solar Kamehameha, this is Gohan's final stand. In every conceivable lore for Super Perfect Cell and Super Saiyan 2 Gohan claims that they have the power to obliterate the solar system, with the energy required to do this with a unidirectional beam reaching galaxy levels of power, as with help from Goku and an opening from Vegeta. Now's your chance. What a proud moment Goku must have felt, as the only goal for a father is to see their son succeed where they failed. Goku finds himself training in the afterlife against the strongest fighters who's ever lived, with warriors like Pikkon that with a single blow can defeat Super Perfect Cell, who was stated stronger than ever, as even Goku before the Buu Saga as only a Super Saiyan is now far above Cell. This is reinforced more heavily as Supreme Kai, who was credited as being equal to Super Saiyan Grade 4 Goku, believed they would have to team up to defeat Pui Pui, but Vegeta easily dismantles him in base, with Gohan being able to fight against Dabura, who was stated stronger than Cell, with Goku and Vegeta saying that this is an easy obstacle to overcome. Goku and Pikkon are even shown traversing Hell, which is stated to be as large as the living universe, making their movement speed quadrillions of times faster than light, or even infinite speed, as in Dragon Ball the universe on multiple occasions was stated to be infinite in size. Vegeta, consumed by his desire to surpass Goku and reclaim his status as the strongest warrior, succumbs to Babidi's influence, as Babidi offers Vegeta more power in exchange for his allegiance, and Vegeta willingly allows himself to be possessed by Babidi's magic to reawaken the evil in his heart, to return him back to the way he was before.
Answer me, Vegeta! Do you let yourself be a slave? Tell me, is it slavery when you get what you want?
Goku and Vegeta finally have their rematch as Super Saiyan 2s, but even after 7 years of the hardest training Goku has ever gone through, they're still completely even, as Vegeta knocks out Goku to finish off Buu, with the final explosion to seal the deal. Vegeta forfeits his own life to save the lives of everyone, but Buu won't go down that easy, as Goku now has to show off a form that can shake the entire Earth, a power that goes even further beyond Super Saiyan 3 Goku. With this, he's able to overwhelm Buu and even battle against the strongest versions of him, as Kid Buu was not only stated the strongest Buu by the narrator and Goku himself, but also that he could destroy the entire universe in a poof and threaten to destroy the Grand Kai's world, with the energy required to do this capable of obliterating the observable universe an octillion times over. As Goku's able to fight against Ultimate Gohan inside of Buu's body that was stated to have the same strength as the real Gohan, as Goku's able to deal with him as a normal Super Saiyan, making his power potentially above even Buuhan, who can crush the universe with alternate dimensions just by screaming, as Vegeta later concedes that Goku stands supreme as the strongest Saiyan in history, with power to crush universes in his hands, with speed quadrillions of times faster than light, or literally infinite, as a spirit bomb is formed with energy from the entire universe and even the strongest fighters within it. And in the end, his wish was granted.
Even through the eyes of a child, Son Goku has always stood as the unshakable titan, a force beyond limits. 10 years after the Buu saga, he remains the universe's shining pinnacle, so untouchable that the only way to bring him down is to rewind time itself, to cast him back to the beginning. And now 25 years later, Akira Toriyama himself delivers his final gift, a love letter to the legend he built, a story he chose to tell with his own hands. 1 year after Buu's fall, a demon is casted into the abyss, but in the shadows beyond existence, a greater evil watches. The new Demon King Goma sees the endless war between the Z fighters and the forces of darkness, and knows one truth: if these warriors stand, his reign will never begin. Searching through time itself, he finds the answer: the eternal dragon. With a single wish, fate is rewritten. Shenron's power surges, and the Z fighters are reborn as children. Their bodies may have shrunk, but their power remains immeasurable. Dragon Ball has returned to its roots, and with it, the rise of a new era, Dragonball Daima. From the very start of Daima, even as an adult, Son Goku stands as the strongest fighter in the universe. Though reduced to a giant form, Goku's strength remains absurd as he ventures into the demon realm in search of the Dragon Balls and the kidnapped Dende. No warrior can stand against him, not even the fearsome Tamagamis, sworn protectors of the demon realm's relics. To challenge them is to invite death, as even the weakest among them, Tamagami 3, is beyond the Demon King Deborah, a foe as powerful as Super Perfect Cell, yet Goku in his base form holds his own. But when the battle escalates, he ascends to Super Saiyan, and when a single transformation isn't enough, he takes it even further, unleashing a thunderous Super Saiyan 2 Kamehameha to obliterate his opponent in one devastating shot. Meanwhile, Vegeta wages war on the second demon realm, clashing with an even greater Tamagami. As he pushes back with Super Saiyan 2, the tides turn when the legendary Namekian Neva advances his foe's strength. Vegeta is driven into the depths, but from beneath the waves, something legendary awakens: Super Saiyan 3. The ocean splits beneath his power, and with a single finger he catches his opponent's attack, and a Gallic gun erupts. And one final strike, Vegeta reclaims his throne. Upon reaching the first demon realm, Goku faces Majin Buu, a being so powerful he can effortlessly crush Tamagami 1, taking him on as a Super Saiyan. Goku proves that his strength has not only grown, but the battle is far from over. The Demon King Goma descends, wielding the dreaded Third Eye, an artifact passed down through generations of Demon Kings, granting them unfathomable power. He conjures an arena, the battlefield set for the final confrontation. Goma stands as their strongest enemy yet, taking attacks from Super Saiyan Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Majin Buu, Tamagami 1, Shin, and Glorio all at once, and his power even eclipses Majin Buu himself. As Goku is pushed to the brink, he shatters his limits once again. Super Saiyan 3 erupts. Even as a child, even nerfed, Goku now fights beyond Buu's level, but the Third Eye surges, making Goma even stronger. Not even Super Saiyan 3 Goku can close the gap. The Demon King charges a final attack to end them all, and then a power beyond the gods awakens. Arising from the dust, the entire demon realm quakes under a weight of primal fury. The Saiyan's ultimate power has returned. The Monkey King arises. Super Saiyan 4 Goku has now been born. With strength beyond reason, Goku effortlessly outclassed Goma in every way. His power, a force beyond imagining, shakes the realm itself. Yet Goma's third eye refuses defeat, pushing him to even greater heights. But even now, Goku keeps up. His energy surges as he prepares for one final. One punch, one devastating Kamehameha. The Demon King is sent crashing through his own arena, flames rising that could even scorch hell itself. Victory seems certain, but Goma's eye allows him to grow once more. His power is now truly incomprehensible. Not even Super Saiyan 4 Goku can stand against him, but the battle isn't over. As Glorio calls forth the Demon Realm's dragon, a single wish is made. To return the Z fighters back to their adult forms, their bodies shift, their strength fully restored, and now we witness the strength of the warriors who defeated Majin Buu. Vegeta steps forward as the first to fight the Demon King. Using his base form alone, he matches Goma, a Goma who had just bested Super Saiyan 4 Goku. As Vegeta powers up, he taps into the legend once more, Super Saiyan 3. The battlefield trembles as he effortlessly overpowers Goma, a final flash sending the Demon King hurling into the sky, but the third eye refuses defeat. Once again, Vegeta is pushed back. The only way to kill Goma is to strike him in the back of the head 3 times in a row, and so Goku hitches on a plan. But first, a demonstration. Goku transforms into a Super Saiyan, and then a Super Saiyan 2. And now, this is Super Saiyan 3. Goma laughs at Goku's form. What a pointless transformation, but Goku smiles. So how about one more bonus? The sky burns red. Power ripples through all 3 demon realms, each the size of the universe itself. A force so immense that no technique, no teleportation, not even divine intervention can cross these 3 demon realms. Yet this single transformation is felt through all of them. And now standing before the Demon King, we are so back. This is Super Saiyan 4. Even in his base form, he's stronger than Majin Buu. As a Super Saiyan 3, his power was hundreds of times beyond that. But as a Super Saiyan 4, it's something else entirely. Sun Wukong, the Monkey King, the Saiyan who defies destiny, has finally returned. So let me leave you with this, a word of caution. If you find yourself laughing at the sight of a child before you, thinking you stand above him, just remember,
Your punches tickle.
In age 784, we meet a Saiyan raised on Earth, born with an unshakable will and a hunger to stand above it all. Even from childhood, Goku pursued one goal, to become the strongest fighter in the universe, and 5 years after the Buu saga, that wish was granted. Every enemy that dared to challenge him was eclipsed, their might reduced to mere echoes in his ever-growing legend. As Toriyama puts it himself, he couldn't imagine a character stronger than Son Goku in the entire universe. This would include the Emperor of the Universe Frieza, who was forced to suppress his power 3 times over just to keep him from tearing reality apart. And even when fatigued and at half strength, he could power up an attack capable of annihilating Namek with such force that the destruction could be seen outside the galaxy. As strength is pushed beyond breaking, woven into perfection itself, as Cell was stated to wield an infinite and bottomless power, and upon his return, he amassed so much energy in an instant to unleash a Kamehameha strong enough to erase the entire solar system, with solar systems in Dragon Ball being galactic nebula that house innumerable stars, and his energy was felt across the entire universe itself. As even Majin Buu would fall to end of Z Goku, with Majin Buu being a destructive force unlike any before him, a chaos so pure that reality warped at his presence. As Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, who was capable of rippling holes through dimensions with a scream, would still get thrashed by the strongest versions of Majin Buu, as Majin Buu remained a threat not just to the living world but to the afterlife itself, a nightmare unchained as his power spills into every plane of existence and can collapse the infinite universe with alternate dimensions just by screaming. As End of Z Goku would also be stronger than Arale, who lives and exists inside the Dragon Ball world, with Arale being a gag character that bends physics to her will, rewriting her own narrative as easily as flipping a page, as he transcends existence, effortlessly stepping beyond her own manga to interact with the very hands that created her. She once tore a page straight out of her own story, holding it in her hands as if reality was a toy to be played with, and yet there was always another Arale watching, another cutting, another existing beyond the last, an infinite recursion of transcendence, each feeling like a dream to the last, granting her outer-versal levels of strength and speed beyond time itself, as Arale even fought a Goku who became a god and went even further beyond, as Vegeta promised to never fight her again, as at this time Arale would get put on a t-shirt by End of Z Goku. 5 years later, all of this unimaginable power is stuffed into a 3-foot body of a child. Being connected to the Dragon Ball movies, he can take out the legendary Super Saiyan Broly, who could wipe out South Galaxy, which galaxies in Dragon Ball are stated to be galactic nebula with innumerable stars. Having access to new abilities like Resurrection and Kaioken times 100, this Goku's able to shake the entire afterlife just by transforming into Super Saiyan 3, as he later surpasses the angel born in hell, who was stated to give wake to an infinite power that can be seen outside of the galaxy from Otherworld, and one-shot Janemba, who's capable of warping the laws of the afterlife and bridges the gap between life and death itself. GT Goku ends up fighting against General Rildo, who was confirmed to be stronger than all of the Boos and even a god of destruction, as Goku gets over 25,000 times stronger from the beginning arc to the very next, needing Super Saiyan to fight Lord Lu to easily destroying robots stated stronger than him in base. But then a new nightmare arises: Baby. The embodiment of the Tuffle's hatred, a parasite with a single purpose: to enact retribution upon the Saiyan race and bring about the universal Tuffleization plan. Goku returns home from his grand tour, and his world is no longer his own. His sons, his people, all claimed by Baby's will, their strength amplified by hundreds under his control, as Vegeta as a Super Saiyan is locked into an even battle with Goku's possessed sons until Baby takes control of his own body, ascending beyond all limits, eclipsing even Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who in his base form could defeat Super Saiyan Goten and Gohan with a single arm each, meaning that if Super Vegeta could fight evenly with base Goten and Super Saiyan Gohan, only to later dominate Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who himself could overpower both of his sons as Super Saiyans in his base form, the amplification granted by Baby's possession is over a 450 times multiplier on their original strength, as Gohan in the Perfect Files was stated to never slack on his training, meaning he can now stack Super Saiyan on top of his mystic power. This puts him on a whole new league, as he can even battle against General Rildo in base, the same General Rildo whose strength is equivalent to base Goku from the previous arc, as Goku has now surpassed that level by an unfathomable degree, as he's grown over 20,000 times stronger in a single arc. This is when Baby reaches his own Super Saiyan 3, and with his newfound power he calls forth his most ultimate technique, the Revenge Death Ball, an apocalyptic fear of condensed destruction designed to erase the hope of the universe itself. This attack is so devastating, so beyond comprehension, that it distorts even Kibito Kai's instantaneous movement, affecting a space that operates outside the laws of time and spatial dimensions, as this realm was previously explored when Goku and Cooler fought beyond the flow of time itself, a domain where their movement shattered the very concept of speed. In this void where distance and time hold no meaning, as even Cooler was stated to have infinite and boundless energy, and yet, Baby's attack is able to disrupt this plane of existence, making him outer-versal in nature and would have speed that is literally irrelevant. Launched into an entirely different dimension by the sheer magnitude of Baby's attack, Goku finds himself trapped in a twisted game, a fabricated reality meant to constrain him. But Goku has never been one to play by the rules. With a single strike, he obliterates the entire dimension itself, as Suguru is left speechless, stating that Goku's power could ignite an entire galaxy. Regaining his footing in reality, Goku returns to fight Baby once more, his tail fully regrown, and this should have returned a lost power. Yet something feels off. Despite his Saiyan instincts telling him he's grown stronger, his strength appears to be unchanged. Doubts flicker for the briefest moments, and then he gazes towards Earth, his home, his people, his purpose. He watches for what perhaps he believes to be the very last time. And then something shifts. A primal force long buried in the depths of his very being begins to awaken. The ground beneath him begins to shatter. Goku erupts and his body's engulfed in a golden blaze as he ascends into the legend once more. The golden great ape has returned. The world trembles as Goku spirals, his inner chaos threatening to rip apart everything. But then, a voice emerges through the turmoil. His granddaughter. Cutting through the storm, she reaches into the very heart of Goku, reminding him who he is, the hope of the universe, the warrior who has faced demons, monsters, aliens, and gods, and time again has arrived on top. A hero who stands as a beacon in the darkest times, the unwavering truth in a world full of lies. As the mountain crumbles beneath him, a new power rises, primal power that rips through his soul. The legend has returned. Sun Wukong is reborn, Super Saiyan 4 Goku. With Super Saiyan 4 Goku being so strong that he stands beyond power itself, a force so vast that Baby's once unimaginable strength is reduced to nothing. The wish that bounded him to childhood shatters, as only an adult body can hold this insurmountable power. As old Kai watches in awe, knowing Goku hasn't tapped into a fraction of his true strength, as Baby releases all his hatred into one ultimate attack, the Revenge Death Ball. Reaching inches from his face, it detonates. An attack meant to erase you so completely that you would never be able to return to life again. Baby believes he's won, but as the smoke begins to clear, realization dawns. He's gone too far.
Now you've got to deal with me.
His power is so overwhelming that Baby sees only one path to victory, becoming what he despises most. Desperation fuels his madness as he floods himself with 1,000 times a normal blood wave's amount, forcing his body into a golden great ape, as Saiyans need 17 million Xenos to trigger the beast within, granting it 10 times amp. As Baby absorbs 17 billion Xenos, 1,000 times more, making him 10,000 times stronger than his Super Saiyan 3, meaning that Baby is over 4 million times stronger than his base form. This ultimately makes the Super Saiyan 4 multiplier 1.6 billion on top of base. Let me explain how. The first thing you have to realize is that Super Saiyan 3 Goku does not scale to Super Saiyan Baby, which would make him more comparable to base Baby Vegeta than anything. That means that Goku from his base to Baby's base, he would need to get 400 times stronger just to match him. As the GT Perfect file states that Baby achieves his own Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3, meaning he just got 400 times stronger. This would mean from base Goku to Super Saiyan 3 Baby, he would need to get 160,000 times stronger. Baby then absorbs 1,000 times the blood wave's amount and stacks a 10,000 times multiplier on top of his Super Saiyan 3 strength. This would mean he got 4 million times stronger than his base form, or 1.6 billion times stronger than base Goku. As Super Saiyan 4 is not only able to match him, but actually defeat him. As full power Super Saiyan 4 would actually even be stronger than this. as he was able to absorb the flaming revenge death ball like it was nothing, which is stated to be a negative spirit bomb, as Goku ultimately fires a universe-shaking Kamehameha and wipes the parasite from existence. But before peace can settle, reality cracks open, a gateway between the living and the dead, as from the abyss stands two 17s merging into a single android, Super 17, a fighter forged in hell itself, as he would even be stronger than Baby as he shrugs off attacks from the entire Z fighters, including Majub, who performed better against Super Saiyan 3 Baby than Goku ever could, with Goku being trapped in hell fighting against Cell and Frieza, who were stated stronger than they've ever been before. However, Goku, just by releasing his energy in base form, was threatening to destroy the entire afterlife, defeating Cell and Frieza easily, and when Goku returns to the living world, he transforms into a Super Saiyan and punches Super 17 across the entire Earth. However, Goku in his base form with an opening from 18 is able to one-shot 17 with a Dragon Fist, as upon making a wish on the Dragon Balls once more, it does call for Shenron, but instead the Dragon Balls are enveloped in a negative energy, and what comes out are the Shadow Dragons, with even the original one being stated that he could destroy the entire universe. Goku and his friends are now on a journey reminiscent of the original Dragon Ball series, however this time, the Dragon Balls will be taken by force. Defeating and collecting 5 of the 7 Dragon Balls, Goku is now face to face with his most prized possession, the 4-star ball Nova Shenron, with Goku stating that Nova is stronger than anyone he's ever faced before, as Goku claims that Nova would need to team up with his brother Ice to actually defeat him, with Ice being even stronger than Nova, as Goku makes this claim come to fruition as his power is cut in half and still one-shots Ice without even trying, proving that he could have actually defeated them both at the exact same time. Goku then comes face to face with the strongest dragon, Sin Shenron, who can take Goku's ×10 Kamea Wave right to the face. This is when Goku gets his power restored by his sons and reaches something truly perfect. This is the pinnacle of Saiyan strength, Ultra Full Power Super Saiyan 4. With this, he can defeat Sin Shenron while blinded, claiming he can feel every one of his attacks coming before he even makes them, meaning he has his own version, if not better version, of Mastered Ultra Instinct, as Ultra Instinct works as moving on instinct. However, Super Saiyan 4's body knows exactly what you're going to do before you even do, with this form being 32 times stronger than a full power Super Saiyan 4, as Sin tanks a ×10 Kamea Wave, which is 22 times stronger than the user. You would need twice the energy of the opponent to completely nullify or tank their attacks, so Sin Shenron was 44 times stronger than Goku, and Goku would tank attacks from Sin, making him 66 times stronger than he was before, making Ultra Full Power Super Saiyan 4 1,689,000,000,000 times his base form. Sin, after collecting all of the Dragon Balls into himself, he transformed into a Mega Shenron with strength 10 times what it was previously, as Goku takes multiple attacks head-on and gets up without a scratch, claiming his body remembers all attacks, so once it lands, it will never work again, no matter how much stronger you are, as Goku is even shown one-shotting the same Omega Shenron with a Dragon Fist, showing that even if you're 10 times stronger than him, you can still get one-shot all the same. However, Omega is a being threatening the existence of the universe itself, as he claims he will destroy it, with his negative energy affecting the entire Universe 7 macrocosm, and even the Kaioshin realm that exists beyond it, with the detonation going to happen so fast that Kibito Kai wants to escape Universe 7 as soon as possible, but Old Kai said that they won't be spared. Vegeta arrives and gains even more blood waves than Baby and transformed into his own Super Saiyan 4, with this being the initial transformation, but can still fight evenly with Ultra Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. All this because he was given more blood waves. Even with 2 Super Saiyan 4s, Omega is still able to dismantle them easily, as Goku and Vegeta later see that the only way to defeat this dragon is to become one. Fusing into the single strongest warrior in Dragon Ball history, the angel born in hell has returned, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, with Gogeta being stated to have the power to defeat Omega Shenron with a single finger, with Gogeta kicking the negative karma ball into space that was stated to be the combination of all the negative energy in human history and can wipe away the universe. Gogeta previously in Fusion Reborn was stated to possess infinite strength and now has a form 1 trillion times stronger than that, with a Goku that was confirmed to be the strongest fighter in existence and a threat to outer versal worlds, as Gogeta possesses strength 570 septillion billion times stronger than base Goku. As the fusion multiplier takes the strongest forms of each fighter, then multiplies it by 100, making the power for base Gogeta. Then we add the 1,689,000,000,000 multiplier for Ultra Full Power Super Saiyan 4, making Gogeta one of the strongest characters in history. With GT Goku later being able to tank not one but two of these same negative karma balls in base, with this attack easily being stronger than two Super Saiyan 4s put together. This means that base GT Goku at the end of Dragonball GT is stronger than two Super Saiyan 4s, with this Goku using a Universal Spirit Bomb to finally end the evil dragon. Now tell me, who can defeat this child with power above the gods themselves?
Five years have passed since defeating the personification of evil, Majin Buu. And after 18 years of Dragon Ball silence, what better way to reintroduce the power of Goku than to make him a god? Goku is currently the strongest fighter in the universe, but unbeknown to him, an even greater power has awoken after 39 years. Beerus, the god of destruction, is traveling throughout the universe, destroying everything in sight. But then he remembers. 39 years ago, Beerus was told by the Oracle Fish that a being will arise that will rival his strength, a Saiyan enveloped in divine energy, a Super Saiyan God. Beerus learns of the existence of the strongest Saiyan in history and travels to confront Son Goku. Goku also learns of Beerus' existence, and this gets his Saiyan blood pumping to test his power, as he's fought aliens, androids, monsters, demons, and now finally, a god. Beerus accepts this challenge, and what happens next? No one saw coming, as Beerus is able to defeat Super Saiyan 3 Goku in only 3 blows, with Goku stating that not even fusion would be enough to overcome the Destroyer's strength. This means a hypothetical Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta would fall to Beerus. Goku decides that the only way to win is to find this Super Saiyan God, calling forth Shenron as he explains that the Super Saiyan God existed long ago, and that a ritual was required for him to obtain this power. 5 pure-hearted Saiyans must infuse their light into a 6th, and he will become a Super Saiyan God, infusing this power into the hope of the universe. And from this light, the Super Saiyan God is born once again. Goku is in a whole nother world now, as Goku and Beerus can finally have their battle of the strongest, the battle of gods. As Goku and Beerus begin to fight, their power grows more and more, as Goku is now fighting at 100%, and the clashes between the gods is the end of us all. As Goku and Beerus' fists send shockwaves throughout the entire universe, this is going to rip apart the very fabric of Universe 7. With Universe 7 being a collection of 7 different spacetimes, with each one housing their own dimensions with realms that are stated to be infinite, with the afterlife in particular being stated to be a transcendental realm above the mortal universe, and was even stated to be beyond the concept of space and time. And Goku and Beerus were going to destroy all of this with just their punches alone. Goku eventually loses this godly form, however the divine energy hasn't left his body, and instead infuses itself with Goku's very being, as Goku completely annihilates a final attack thrown by Beerus that was going to obliterate the entire universe by using a single punch in base form, as Beerus informs Goku that there are other gods of destruction in other universes that have produced warriors even stronger than them, which only gets Goku's blood pumping even more, making his thirst for power dive into the realm of the gods. As Goku trains with Beerus' teacher Whis to show off a new form against Golden Frieza. This new power is explained to be Super Saiyan God tapping into the power of a Super Saiyan, taking the fiery red ore of a god, and turning up the heat. Super Saiyan Blue. Goku ends up fighting against these new universe's best fighters, with characters like Universe 6 Assassin Hit, who has an interesting ability as he can skip time and jump 0.2 of a second into the future, basically arriving before he even left. Goku is able to predict where Hit would move into the future and can land multiple hits on someone who is literally in the future, but Goku doesn't have to guess anymore, raising his energy as his power triples, quadruples.
No, it's time!
Goku uses Kaioken times 10, a technique that amplifies all of Goku's stats tenfold, as it's so powerful as it can snatch characters moving into the future and bring them back to the present. Goku eventually ends up fighting the corrupted version of himself, Goku Black, with Black having an interesting ability as he gets exponentially stronger by fighting strong opponents, eventually fusing with the Zamasu from the future timeline, becoming Merged Zamasu, with his power being a threat to every alternate timeline in history, as Goku is able to match him with a power level only Vegito could match. Goku's strength attracts the attention of the most powerful beings in the entire multiverse, the Omni Kings, who have the ability to wipe away any universe they want just by closing their hand. Goku convinces them to let him fight everyone. Months later, Universe 7 arrives at the Tournament of Power where all 8 universes collect 10 fighters to defend their universe for survival, as the universe that is knocked out will be erased from existence without a second thought. The strongest fighter in the entire tournament isn't Son Goku, as a fighter from the 11th Jiren the Grey is a mortal who surpassed his own god of destruction and has multiple statements and guides saying that he surpassed all of them. With Jiren just releasing his power within the infinite void confirms the suspicion of everyone, with the Supreme Kai stating that his power is on a whole nother level than anyone we've seen before. This would include the Divine Timeline Infinite Zamasu and possibly even Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, the same one that was stated stronger than Beerus. Goku tests his power against Jiren, but to no avail, as he's able to block Super Saiyan God punches with a single finger, with these punches being millions of times stronger than the ones he threw at Beerus in Battle of Gods, as Goku has the power to crush universes in his base form alone and can stack a Super Saiyan God transformation on top of that. Jiren only moves when Goku uses Super Saiyan Blue, but Jiren is still holding back. Even with Kaioken times 20, this isn't enough to even make him serious, as Goku uses all of the energy from the Universe 7 fighters, combining it into a Universe 7 Spirit Bomb. Even with Goku's trump card, Jiren is able to push it back with just a glare, and Goku falls into his own attack. And when the dust clears, victory is yours, Jiren. And just when we needed him the most, Goku has died. Goku's death shocked everyone, as Universe 7 is in shambles. With their strongest fighter dead, Universe 7 has no chance and will be erased from existence. What? Arising from the ashes and standing above the gods is a fighter who is not finished yet. Migatsu no Gokui, Autonomous Ultra Instinct. Goku with his newly found Omen can shake the entire infinite world of void just by existing, with the void being described as a massive infinite void of nothingness, devoid of the very concepts of space and time. The shaking of the void can be argued as Goku's energy seemingly shaking or vibrating, as it stretches beyond an infinite range, or that the very structure or fabric of the infinite world of void itself is being shaken. This infinitely powered Omen swats away people like Dispo and Topo, who can give characters like Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and the Universe 6 Assassin Hit a hard time, with Jiren being one himself who was stated to surpass time itself and can easily outmaneuver Hit, who can literally jump into the future and escape into pocket dimensions, with Jiren even overpowering Hit's time cage that can ensnare movement, keeping him suspended in time. However, he can just move anyways, with Goku unlocking Ultra Instinct 2 more times, the first time defeating the fused warrior Kefla, who with her power was compared to the Universe 7 Spirit Bomb, with her claiming that she could destroy an entire universe in a single shot with power that seems to be endless. Goku goes on to fight Jiren once again, and his instinct evolves even further, but when that silver glow leaves his eyes, the strongest in the multiverse will be decided. Goku seemingly creates an entire galaxy under his feet as he disintegrates Jiren's strongest attack with the flick of his wrist. Turning himself into an angel, this mortal really is something else. Goku with Master Ultra Instinct is so strong that he completely bodies the pride of Universe 11, and in the end, Universe 7 wins the Tournament of Power. Time passes and Goku fights against the legendary Super Saiyan Broly, who can go from base Vegeta all the way up to Gogeta in a matter of hours, with Broly and Gogeta's fight being stated to be super dimensional, as they literally shatter reality. And yet, After all of these events, Whis tells Goku that there's no one else in the universe that's stronger than him. With Goku now being so unimaginably strong that he completely embarrasses Moro as he breaks his arm on Goku's chest. However, two more fighters wish upon the Dragon Balls to become the strongest in the universe, with Goku being able to match them as he brings emotion back into his fighting as he creates his own version of Ultra Instinct, as Goku currently in Dragonball Super would scale from complex multi to outer versal with infinite to irrelevant speed. In an age beyond the concept of time, in the boundless tapestry of Dragon Ball where warriors rise, fall, and ascend beyond all comprehension, one name with one form stands above it all. Xeno Goku, an alternate iteration of the Son Goku from the show and video game spin-off series Dragonball Heroes, a cosmic enforcer, a guardian of time, a warrior whose very existence shatters the limits of power itself. As this Goku has gone through all of Dragonball Z, the movies, GT, and even the beginning of Super, as Xeno Goku walks a path forged by the Time Nest where all of history itself is stored, protected, and rewritten. As a time patroller, his duty is to battle against the Dark Empire, keeping the fragile strands of reality intact, but make no mistake, this is no ordinary Goku. This warrior who stands so far beyond the gods, demons, and celestial beings of his universe that their existence barely registers in his shadow. He's stronger than people like Jiren, a fighter stronger than Infinite Zamasu, who's literally a multiversal timeline incarnate, with Omen UI Goku and Jiren separately being able to shake this entire infinite world of void just by existing. Orange Piccolo and Beast Gohan, who could have the strongest fights in the multiverse against Cell Max, Black Frieza, who can one-shot an angel and a Prince of Destruction at the exact same time, the Grand Priest, who can create the entire infinite world of void, and Zeno the Omni King, who can erase entire multiversal timelines with the wave of his hand. He would even surpass 100-year time skip GT Goku, who can literally grant his own wishes and has ascended beyond death itself and has access to limitless power and the strongest form in history. And even Super Shenron, a dragon who can reverse the actions done by the Omni King and can literally grant a boundless wish. And yet, this Goku eclipses all of them and can wipe them all out of existence with a single thought. As a time patroller, he operates from the Time Nest, a realm where all of history is stored, a place beyond time itself, as even Chronoa, the Supreme Kai of Time, is capable of merging timelines together and holding the entire infinite multiverse in her grasp, is considered one of the weakest characters in Dragon Ball Heroes. As Demigra, an interdimensional demon, is now free from his constraints in the crack of time, a being who sought to erase all of history, every possible path, every timeline, every reality, and even probability. As in Dragon Ball Heroes, there's stated to be an infinite or uncountable amount of these histories with endless possibilities. This would be a one-for-one the many worlds interpretation, as the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics suggests that all possible outcomes of quantum measurements are physically realized in some alternate world. With endless possibilities, all quantum events with probabilistic outcomes resolve in all ways at once, passing through a vast number of Ever's branches, each considered to be its own universe. Basically, any and every possibility is actualized. Anything that can happen will happen, with the probabilistic outcome of there being higher dimensional beings or realms that can exist in some alternate timeline within a time nest, making the time nest itself and Kanton City alike a high outer versal realm, as these infinite timelines contain realms that house a Subarubu space and hyperbolic time chamber that have no concept of space and time, as even the afterlife is confirmed to be higher than the living universe, transcending it indefinitely, with even gods in Dragon Ball Super stating that they transcend dimensions. When I say concepts, I'm in reference to Platonism, which is the view that there exists such things as abstract objects, where an abstract object is an object that does not exist in time or space, which is therefore completely non-physical and non-mental, existing beyond infinitely transcending dimensions or outer versal. This makes each timeline at bare minimum an outer versal structure in nature, which is crazy considering characters as weak as evil Aunt Frieza, Cell, and Kid Buu can destroy entire time crystals that represent timelines themselves.
As Demigod, who powered up an attack to destroy all of the infinite timelines and recreate it in his own image, absorbed Toki Toki, a bird whose mere existence maintains the balance of all of creation, as Demigod has now gained power beyond human comprehension. And yet, CC Goku in base form caught the attack and nullified it before he even knew what any of the god forms even were, meaning that a Dragonball Z CC Goku can catch an attack capable of obliterating infinite outerversal worlds in base. And CC Goku at this point, even with Super Saiyan 3, would get slapped silly by base Xeno Goku, as Xeno Goku even surpasses Mira, a being who surpasses Demigod in his first form, whose self-destruction alone was so powerful enough to obliterate all of space and time contained within the time nest, and even beings like Toa, who can exist outside of infinite timelines, claims that she can't escape this either, and that it's over for everyone. As Mira was put down by a post-Universe 6 Saga Super Saiyan Blue Goku without using Kaioken, as only when CC Goku concludes the tournament of power is the point where he can actually contend with Xeno Goku. Outside of everything exists Beats World, aka the real world that views the entire cosmology as fiction. We know these aren't necessarily just higher geometrical dimensions in the real world, like we would attribute the difference between the 4th and 5th dimension, but moreover conceptually higher spatial dimensions. As we know in Dragonball Heroes, the video game characters like Beat need to join the game as avatars, meaning this is a whole conceptual reality difference. So even if there was an infinite dimensional being in the Dragonball Heroes game or Xenoverse, he would still be conceptually closer to the game variant than any real-world counterpart. This would make the real world in Dragonball Heroes a boundless realm, as Demigod gains a third form that surpasses his previous two, that can not only threaten the infinite histories in the time nest, but even the parallel quests that extend their own infinite history, with the crack of time being the origin of everything, transcending reality infinitely, as Demigod can even threaten the real world itself. This makes Demigod a literal boundless threat, and you guessed it, he got slapped by Xeno Goku in base, as Xeno Goku is stronger than Celius, who can reset all of existence including Beats World, Meki Kabuto, who can absorb all of the infinite timelines into himself and regenerate endlessly, and even Fu, who can enter into the Charisma World, a realm that views even Beats World as fiction. And yet, Xeno Goku keeps climbing higher. In GT, Super Saiyan 4 was a force beyond reckoning, a form that amplified Goku's power trillions of times over. But for Xeno Goku, it's far more terrifying. His power is so immeasurable that he's literally forbidden from using it, because if he transforms into Super Saiyan 4, his power will be a threat to all of infinite time. As Ultra Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku can defeat Black Janemba, the literal embodiment of evil, as Janemba was literally stated to be the concept of evil itself, as Janemba can affect dreams at such an extent that he can literally have physical forms in them. As when Xeno Goku and Xeno Vegeta fuse into a single warrior, their power is literally beyond all of dimensions. As Xeno Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta can defeat Dark Omega Shenron with a single finger, who can erase all of reality with a single thought. As Super Saiyan 4 Xeno Goku would even be stronger than Super Saiyan Blue CC Goku. As we see Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Vegito getting beat by base Cumber, with Cumber unlocking Super Saiyan 3 and still gets put down by Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. This would mean at bare minimum, Super Saiyan 4 is 800 times stronger than Super Saiyan Blue. As Xeno Goku is unchained, he would erase all of reality by simply wishing it to be so. He controls life, matter, space, and even concepts themselves. He can manipulate probability, defies fate, and rewrites all of history itself. As even Demigod had the ability to change fate and probability itself, and we know how that went. With power beyond limit, this is the real reincarnation of Buddha Wukong. How can you defeat a warrior with power beyond reality itself?
Jump Force Goku. Jump Force is an anime crossover game featuring some of the most popular Shonen Jump characters along with your own custom character that you create. As you join forces with Jump Force, a multiversal team of heroes consisting of the protagonists from the main Shonen Jump series, with each seemingly pulled from their original manga timelines. For Goku, this appears to be right after the end of the Tournament of Power, as your character scales directly to the main cast, being able to use nearly every ability in the roster, keep up with them in the fight, and eventually work with Goku to defeat Prometheus, as Prometheus himself observes the events of the Shonen Jump worlds from a rift outside of reality, viewing them all as fiction in a real-world context, as he claims rewriting both the Shonen Jump worlds and all of reality would be trivial. When he talks about merging worlds, he's referring to merging all of the worlds within Shonen Jump, meaning Prometheus is aware of both Dragonball Super and Dragonball Super Heroes, as well as intercompany crossovers between Shonen Jump and Marvel Comics, such as Deadpool Samurai featuring All Might from My Hero Academia. This suggests that Marvel Comics has been made aware by Prometheus, meaning that Prometheus, your custom character, and Goku would be above all of Marvel Comics in terms of dimensionality, having fought someone who can manipulate that universe and combined it with all others, meaning Jump Force Goku would scale to immeasurable layers boundless. My lord, how could Goku possibly get any stronger than this? God Fusion Goku. In this movie attraction at Universal Studios Japan features God Fusion Goku fighting against God Broly, as the fans have named this Goku Yuku because he literally fuses with you. This attraction follows the previous Dragon Ball Z 4D attraction, which features Super Saiyan Goku versus Frieza, as Goku is literally knocked through the fourth wall and ends up with the audience, as Frieza can threaten to obliterate the entire theater and the entire Earth with an attack. In the latest attraction, Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta fight against God Broly, but they're overpowered, as Shenron then grants Goku his wish, allowing Goku to fuse with the audience, including Toriyama himself, which means this Goku at his strongest literally became his own author and can make himself as strong as he wanted to be, with this fusion being legitimate as the Dragon Ball content is licensed by Shueisha and Toei Animation, as with this fusion we're literally able to defeat God Broly in a single shot, as the concept of God Fusion Goku highlights the interplay between fiction and reality, showing that while the storylines may be fictional, they transcend their own boundaries, making this Goku extra boundless, super boundless. I don't even know at this point. The only way I could see Goku being any stronger is if we brought in like Fortnite Goku or something like that. But the scariest thing in that game is Galactus, because he can destroy the entire universe. Like, there's nothing that Goku can do in the game that would make me scared. What the hell? Why is my screen blue? Yo, hell no, get me out of here, get me out. Hey, what's going on guys, it's Kazi. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button so you guys never miss another upload. And yes, I'm back. Tell me down below, what is your favorite version of Goku, and if you agree with how strong Goku truly is. Make sure you guys join the Discord and follow me on TikTok. We're trying to reach 200K and that'd be greatly appreciated. And if you guys want to request a video from me personally, my Cash App is in the description where you can get your own video. Anyway, that's it. Love you guys. See ya.